Well, I guess it'd be about time to get this warmed up and going. Do 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 do. Oh, now, how be this get to working again?
Press the button.
Which
no,
button?
No, not that one.
Not this
the
button.
left.
That one.
No, your other left.
This other one.
Oh,
Which one are you talking about?
I meant the right. No,
What-
but
what
not
are you-
that big red one.
The-
The
this
other
way.
red button.
Not-
Just not the big, happy, shiny one.
You mean the one I just pushed?
Yeah, for crying out
Oh,
loud. You don't
righty.
know what you're doing.
I know perfectly well what I'm doing.
Not that button. Oh, for crying out loud. You just sit here on your patootie. You play
Well,
with your buttons. I go make coffee.
You do that, but don't slam the door. Well, here it be coming upon the eve, or nearly the eve, of one of the odder celebration or celebratory times. Kind of a national world-round holiday, but it goes back to the old codes used by the police on the old radios. Aye, they'd have certain codes. Like C-Beers had codes, like a Big 10-4, or where they'd put out numbers and letters to let each other know. And it weren't so much as to make it secretive, but that did help. But what is that cut down on confusion, confuzzlement while on the radio. It can happen greatly when you have a bit of the staticky and the fuzzies. And thereby they would use terminology that could be easily understood. That's why at the end of the thing they would say Roger. That way, unless you be talking to someone named Roger, it made it clear as a bell that ye had understood. And, Roger. And you'd use the phonetic alphabet for different things. Kind of a WTF, if you be saying what I be thinking you be saying. And a LOL, but in a more useful way. Aye, this here goes to the code of 420. Aye. They had a 420 incident, and that's when people started laughing. If we're going to get busted for 420, let's get busted for 420. And they started celebrating. Hey, you want to be having a 420 moment? And hey, then we looked at the calendar, and hey, there be a 420. Even the old captain's sister be born upon the 420. Aye, she always had a grand old time laughing about that there. Aye, no matter what else we happen on 420, the best thing to remember is the funny times. Miss me, sister. Aye, a true love of the world. Loved it so much, she didn't last long. Like any great flower, it comes and goes, but while here, always appreciated very much and makes your life that much brighter. But that's not the point of what we be doing. I just had to get a little sappy there for a moment. For that, sometimes, that even being captain, you got to take a moment and appreciate. As they say, you need to stop and smell the roses. Once again, a flower that sometimes ain't for long, but is beautiful nonetheless. Just thinking about something Babushka was talking about she'd be making for a special dinner. I think she was talking about chopping up roses and putting it on nar. I not be sure how that one worked. Some people use them for centerpieces. Some people use them as the main course. Well, that's a deviation from where we be needing to go. And that's be the problem with 420. It be the entire holiday of it is a big deviation, and I hope you be having fun. Right, don't be forgetting, well, this coming 420, there'll be Record Store Day, and on that Record Store Day, Squatch Den be having a grand time with that. Aye, there be one of our sponsors, and they're lovely people. Go up and tell Ash that the captain sent ye. I don't think it'll get you any discounts, but it can get you some appreciation. But anyways, 420 be the secretive name for smoking. Aye, not be smoking the tobacco, but the smoking of the Mary Jane. the icky sticky, the the herbal essence that truly does. It comes on a stick or it don't. What made Cheech and Chong famous has been a grand laugh. It had reefer madness from way back in the when. And I always thought it was hilarious that they be saying reefer madness, and you smoke the devil's weed, the devil's tobacco. Aye, if you smoke the devil's tobacco, you be taken and you become a sex maniac. But then you have no energy. But then it'll make you a murderer. And you get fat from eating too much. Aren't these conflicts of interest? I mean, how do you have plenty of energy and be logy and sleepy at the same time? How do you become a sex maniac but you can't perform? Or the devil's weed, takes away your abilities. That's to be the problem. We made it, so we made mythologies about it, and so it became a joke. A joke of great importance. And that's what we be celebrating somewhat today. The greatest joke, the funniest thing, and it's oftentimes a fun celebratory group of peoples when they enjoy the celebration of 420. I'm gonna be quiet for a moment, but I just had to ramble on her a bit. We came out a little this week. You know what? I'll go straight into Captain Sensible with what? It's not going to all be directly 420 related, but it's a fun, peppy tune. And so, if you're going to be smoking, you want some fun and maybe a little bit of psychedelics. So, let's see what we can do to bend the mind, twist the world, and make it a little more fun with it. So, without further ado, welcome back, mateys, welcome back, and let's kick it right off with Captain Sensible's What? And I hope you can have yourself a grand and merry Mary Jane 420 this year.
This morning I was feeling fine, but this cat starts banging, man, what a swine. So I called reception, but to no avail. That's why I'm telling you this sorry tale. It went bang, I said shut up. It went bang, I said wrap up. Well, I'm aware that the guy must do his work, but the paw driver man drove me berserk. He said, Captain, I said what? He said, Captain, I said what?
He said, Captain, he said what? He said, Captain, he said what you want.
Twice a day. If you don't work, you get no pay. I've been to the east, I've been to the west, where the girls are like most are the ones undressed. Well, hello, Adam, where you been? I said, stand aside, cause I'm a feeling mean. I had a gut full of you and I'm a feeling bad, but you're an ugly old pirate, ain't I glad? He said, Captain, I said, what? He said, Captain, I said, what? He said, Captain, I said, what? He said, Captain, I said, what you want?
He said, Captain, he said what? Captain, he said what? He said, Captain, he said what? He said, Captain, he said what?
He said, Captain, I said what? He said, Captain, I said what? He said, Captain, I said what? He said, Captain, I said what you want?
He said, Captain, he said what? 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 Whoa!
He said, Captain, I said, what? He said, Captain, I said, what? He said, Captain, I said, what you want?
Say captain, say what? Say captain, say what? Say captain, say what? Say captain, say what?
He said, Captain, I said, what? He said, Captain, I said, what? He said, Captain, I said, what? He said, Captain, I said, what you want?
Say captain, say what? Say captain, say what? Say captain, say what? Say captain, say what?
He said, Captain, I said, what? He said, Captain, I said, what?
Who is it?
It's me, Dave. Open up, man. I got the stuff.
Who is it?
It's me, Dave, man. Open up. I got the stuff.
Who?
It's Dave, man. Open up. I think the cops saw me come in here.
Who is it?
It's Dave, man. Will you open up? I got the stuff with me.
Who?
Dave, man. Open up.
Dave?
Yeah, Dave. Come on, man. Open up. I think the cops saw
Dave's
me.
not here.
No, man. I'm Dave, man. Hey, come on, man.
Who is it?
It's Dave, man. Will you open up? I got the stuff with
Who?
me. Dave, man. Open up.
Dave?
Yeah, Dave.
Dave's not here.
No, man, I am Dave, man. Will you, come on, open up the door, will you? I got the stuff with me. I think the cops saw
Who
me.
is it?
Oh, what the hell is it? Go, man, open up the door. It's Dave.
Who?
Dave, D-A-V-E. Will you open up the goddamn
Dave?
door? Yeah, Dave.
Dave?
Right, man, Dave. Now, will you open up the door?
Dave's not here.
Aye, that there be one of me favourites. That there be one that's not known as well as it should be anymore. Far too many people have forgotten it, and it needs to be remembered. One of the great stoner classics, Cheech and Chong's Dave's Not Here. Aye, but we can't stop there. We need not forgetting that not just good music, but good food also becomes part of it. So we'll have some of that, I'm sure, throughout each evening. But we'll have many things coming our way. Well, we also have the witching hour. And don't be forgetting, you can call in the more requests, 323-HEAVE-HO. That there be 323-432-8346. Call or text that there number. It's a wonderful number. It can be used anytime, day or night. So long as the machines actually do their job, you'll be fine. But let us not stop there. Let us keep on going. We have now Jim Stafford with Wildwood Weed.
This is a story of the Wildwood Flower. Now, the Wildwood Flower is an old country classic that's gained a whole new popularity. The song isn't any more popular, but the flower's doing real good. And here's the story. The Wildwood Flower grew wild on the farm, and we never knowed what it's called. Some said it's a flower, and some said it's a weed, and I never gave it much thought. One day I was out there talking to my brother, and I reached down for a weed to chew on. Things got fuzzy and things got blurry, and everything is gone. I didn't know what happened, but I knew it beat the heck out of sniffing burlap. I come to, my brother was there, and he said, "What's wrong with your eyes?" I said, "I don't know, I was chewing on a weed." He said, "Well, let me give it a try." Spent the rest of the day and most of that night trying to find my brother Bill. Caught up with him about 6 o'clock the next morning. Naked, singing on the windmill. He said he flew up there. He's about half crazy. I had to fly up and get him down. See, there is an ending to this song. All good things got to come to an end. It's the same with the Wildwood Weeds. One day a fella from Washington come by and he spied him and turned white as a sheet. And he dug and he burned and he burned and he dug until it killed all our cute little weeds. And then he drove away. We just smiled and waved, sitting there on that sack of seeds.
It's too much out there to stress you out. This whole world is just drug-infested. Hate-infested, drug-infested world. Hate drugs. I heard the worst drug story. You know what my friend told me? You know what he's dealing with? His landlord is hooked on crack. That's terrible. That's pressure. If your landlord's hooked on crack, that means you've got to have the rent. You come around all the time. I got the rent. It's not even due yet. It's the 10th. Come on, I need it. Let me just get $20 of it now, and then just give me the rest of the other month. Every couple hours. Hey, look, I'm gonna need some more of the rent. This building's falling apart. Things came up. Comes home early from a party. Landlord's in the crib going through his shit. What are you doing in my house? Ah! Where's the sink? I came to fix it. It's in the kitchen. I thought it was in the drawer. I'll fix it tomorrow when I come for the rent. You know what I hate about drugs? I hate when like people my age and older get hooked on crack. I hate that. You're too old to be experimenting with the drugs at a certain point. You should be past that. You ain't doing it by a certain point. You just miss it. Drugs are really for old people anyway. You 75, you've earned the right. Yeah, if I was 75, I'd do coke, heroin, everything. I wouldn't give a f***. I'd be walking down the street, they'd be like, boy, that old man is tripping. Can't do everything. Maybe weed. If you're gonna do something, do a little weed. Smoke weed. Weed's not as bad as everything else. Weed is a background substance. You know what I mean? You can smoke some herb and still function. And you ain't crisp, but you'll function. Nothing higher than weed, though. I made that mistake one time. I was at a party, some guy gave me some, he's like, here, man, take this. Some mushrooms. I took it, I forgot all about it, you know. Then a couple days later, I found it in my pocket. I'm thinking, why not? Because I'm thinking it's like weed, some background. I planned my whole day out like it was weed. I'll chew this up, then I'll go to the barber shop, get my hair cut, and then I'll see a movie. Chewed it up. So far, so good. Then I was in a barber shop like an hour later. And it's funny because I was just thinking to myself, I was like, ooh, this stuff sucks. Tastes like athlete's foot. I feel sick, but I'm not really high. Then I looked in the mirror. I saw the barber's reflection, man. It looked like a big was cutting my hair. I freaked out. I started talking to myself, Dave, calm down. You're on drugs. This is what drugs do. Okay, you know that there is no way that a can cut hair. But I started freaking out, man. I just couldn't take it anymore. I jumped out the chair, half my hair was cut, I didn't care. I didn't, I just gave a barber a handful of money. It was weird, the opened up. Anyway, I ran home, man. I ran home as fast as I could. It's tripping. I looked at the clock, it was 2:42. I was like, damn. 2:42. I gotta sober up. I had never been this high this early. I took a shower. I was still high. I said maybe music will do the trick. I listened to every CD I had. I was still high. Exercise, that's what I'll do. I ran around the block 4 times, still high. Took a nap, woke up, up. I looked at the clock, it was 2:43. I said, damn.
Aye, there be wise advice from Mr. Dave Chappelle. He be talking on drug problems. Now, that's the thing, kiddos. Stick to the herbal essence if you have to explore. Aye. You say you can go higher and farther, but how high and how far do you truly need to go in this world? Well, high enough and far enough to enjoy it, but not so high and so far as you become Icarus and you burn up your wings and come crashing to the ground. You won't be liking, the fall might be just fine, but it's a sudden stop at the bottom that truly messes you up. We'll be cutting back to commercial momentarily. Start out with a vintage commercial, then we'll go into a nice little sponsored commercial. Then we'll be back with more, shall we say, the eve of 420 celebration.
I like freaky cereal because it tastes good, and I ought to know I'm the boss.
Oh, so it has a lot of vitamins. Ooh.
Indubitably, this is a very crunchy cereal. Very worthy. Super eminent.
What is he saying?
I don't know. And I like freaky cereal because it's sugary and sweet, like me.
You too can have crunchy, sugary, freaky cereal every morning.
Hey, Scoop, do you know what's happening on 420?
I know what's happening on 420.
No, not that. It's the record store day at the Squatch Den.
Hey, Vato, what did you say?
He said record store day at the Squatch Den on April 20th.
Wow, wow, man. Hey, is that dog talking or these munchies really kicking in?
Yeah, that's Scoob, and he's like my best friend, and he sings too.
Dooby-dooby-doo. Oh, dooby-doo.
I told you, he loves music, and that's why we're gonna be there for record store day.
Yeah, the mall opens at 7 a.m.
And like the Squatch Den opens at 8 a.m.
Yeah? Like what they gonna have, man?
Dude, man. They're gonna have like over 100 plus exclusive indie titles, man, available that day. Ooh. I mean, they're gonna have like Noah Kahan and like Pearl Jam and like The Offspring, man, and like the Beatles, and I mean, wow.
Hey, Scoob, he really knows the score.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Hey, do you know that pizza pies with all the fixings also look like records, man?
Oh, wow, Scoob, like he's right on. We should all get like a peanut butter, pepperoni, and licorice pizza and listen to some music.
Oh, far out, man.
Right.
All right, man, pizza.
Record store day at the Squatch Den on like 420.
Oh, wow, man. Is that like a record store, man?
Oh, man. While we went to a commercial break, we had a near tragedy here at the captain's quarters. Molly is trying some new health food fad, and she came with some kind of a healthy drink, saying, "Daddy Captain, here, try this, it'll be good for ye." Well, I tried it because it's Molly. How do you say no to a beautiful young girl like that? You just can't. Not if you have even half of a heart, not even a quarter heart, or a chicken heart. No matter what, you still have to say, "Hi, me dear." Aye, she's just a wonderful little gal. But I had this drink. I reached out for it. I be telling you, the cup jumped to the left. I think Babushka must have been making it, for usually Molly's concoctions do not become motile upon their own. But Babushkas have been known to get up and walk around the table from time to time. Sometimes that's very helpful. You don't have to ask anybody to pass the taters. They come right to you. Well, and the crab cakes, well, you just got to make sure that they're scuttling to the left and to the right, and that you are to the left or to the right. But they're sometimes rather yummy. Aye, but this and all over the keyboards and equipment here. Well, what you didn't see is the magic of radio or podcast. The break took a touch longer than we wanted. Well, we immediately grabbed some other equipment and threw it on here. But we persevere on. I think there's a force out there. Davy Jones himself tried to be stopping us from having this here 420 celebration. I think the best thing we can do is invoke the proper names. Aye. So, without further ado, let's go with Charlie Worms. I hope I'm stoned when Jesus takes me home.
I hope I'm stoned when Jesus takes me home. Flying high through them clouds, knowing I don't have to ever come down. I'm rolling up a J, just in case today's the day. I hope I'm stoned when Jesus takes me home. All of us to use a little piece of heaven to take away your blues. I know I'm far from perfect, and I'll call a sin, but I feel closer to the Lord every time I breathe it in. Hope I'm stoned when Jesus takes me home. Flying high through them clouds, knowing I don't have to ever come down. I'm rolling up a J, just in case today's the day. Hope I'm stoned when Jesus takes me home. I can't wait to talk to Moses about the Red Sea and the plagues. Bend Jonah's ear and hear about living in a whale 3 whole days. Get old St. Pete to show me the pearly gates and the golden streets. Well, you can bet I'll be good and ready to sit down at the feast. I hope I'm stoned when Jesus takes me home. Flying high through them clouds, knowing I don't have to ever come down. I'm rolling up a J, just in case today's the day. I hope I'm stoned when Jesus takes me home. I bet Bob Marley's mansion has a garden in the back, and he's growing something special, some celestial homemade hash. We'll sit out on his porch, we'll listen to the angel band. Till then I'll sing, I'll fly away with a fat one in my hand. I hope I'm stoned when Jesus takes me home. Flying high through them clouds, knowing I don't have to ever come down. I'm rolling up a J, just in case today's the day. I hope I'm stoned when Jesus takes me home. Yeah, let's roll ourselves a J, just in case today's the day. I hope I'm stoned when Jesus takes me home.
And driving. Everybody's worried about driving when you're stoned. No. Not going to hurt anybody going 5 miles an hour. No. But you do get paranoid at the wrong time. You know, like one time I got pulled over by a caution light. I sat there for a long time, man. Had my license out, waiting. Finally, I forgot why I was sitting there, you know? Well, as long as I'm here, might as well fire one up. I'm smoking. Sure enough, as soon as you lit a joint, here comes the cops. Cops, well, I thought I was watching television, man. Well, good, Cops is on. Oh. Bad boys, bad boys. So the cop's looking at me, and I'm staring at him, you know, and they don't like to be stared at. So the cop goes, "Hey, what are you stopping here for?" I said, "Didn't you pull me over?" That cop looked at me for a long time, dude. Then he goes, "Did I?" But the other worry is kids, you know. They're always worried about kids. And the other day I was on my roof smoking, because I like to smoke up, you know. I even though it's legal, I still like to sneak around, you know. It adds to the high, you know. And I was up there smoking, and I felt somebody looking at me, and I looked down, there's my little grandson looking at me, and he goes, "What are you doing, Grandpa?" That cute little voice, and I don't know why I said it, but I said, "F off." I felt bad because, you know, he's the only one in the house that'll show me how to use my iPhone. You know?
That there be Tommy Chong with Driving Stone. But he brings up an interesting point. There are certain things in life, having to sneak around and do them makes them better. Like when you're eating ice cream and tater chips at night, you have to sneak around and not let certain people know. They taste better. I don't know what it is. Just somehow, when it's a forbidden pleasure, just the way we are wired, we seem to enjoy it all the more. And then when they go and they make it all, you don't have to be sneaking around. You can just do it. Somehow, you still enjoy it. But it just ain't the same. It takes off that certain extra twinge of enjoyment. I wonder if we could have that something. We'll have to look into the psychologies of that at later times. Right now, we need to turn to Sad Daddy with the Weed Smokers Blues.
Well, I had an honest job pushing the pen across the paper, making sure the figures added up all right. Then I picked up a nasty habit from a friend who was a waiter. Pretty soon I was smoking reefer almost every night. Next thing I knew, I was unemployed, dirty, lazy, and paranoid. Well, you can grow it up, bag it up, break it up, roll it up, and chief it till your mind turns into stew. Oh, but when you smoke so much of that stuff and you still can't get enough, well, you got the weed smoker's blues. Now once I lost my job, I had no way to earn a living. My friend told me I should try my hand at dealing dope. Well, I thought it mighty risky, but ignored all my misgivings, 'cause I couldn't even go a day without a toke. By then I would have done anything to get my hands on that green. You can grow it up, bag it up, break it up, roll it up, and chief it till your mind turns into stew. Oh, but when you smoke so much of that stuff and you still can't get enough, well, you got the weed smoker's blues. was slanging from a hot house, one bag after another, when we got word that we'd be doing our biggest deal so far. That turned out to be the police operating undercover. They took my stash and locked me up behind these awful bars. Now all I do is sit and cry. Thought I'd be here till I die. Cause you can grow it up, back it up, break it up, roll it up and chief it till your mind turns into stew. Oh, but when you smoke so much of that stuff and you still can't get enough, well, you got the weed smoker's blues. That when you puff, 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 and you still can't get enough, you got the weed smoker's blues. Oh, I've had them. You got the weed smoker's blues. Oh.
I'm in the middle of trying to deal with this whole situation with my son watching these videos and not going to work. And while I'm doing this, I get the most random phone call I have ever gotten. My publicist calls me up and she's like, Gabe, Snoop Dogg is looking for you. Excuse me? Snoop Dogg, you know, I know who Snoop Dogg is, but what do you mean he's looking for me? Well, he's looking for, is he looking for me or is he looking for me? He's a fan and he wants to interview you. Oh, cool, sounds good. What is it? I think it's some type of podcast. I'm in. Can I bring Frankie? Absolutely. Cool. So I hang up the phone. I'm excited. I want to tell my son. I'm like, Frankie, I'm walking towards your room. I'll be at your door in 3, 2, 1. Hey, all right, you're dressed. Good, come on, let's go. Where are we going? Watch. We get in the car. And now we're off on this adventure to go do an interview with Snoop Dogg. You guys, let me tell you something. We get to the neighborhood and we're lost. The GPS says we're there, but we're lost. We're looking for a house and there's no house, just a big building. And so I'm like, this doesn't look like a podcast, really? So I pull up to the security gate. Tap the button on the wall. Security desk, can I help you? Hey, security desk, my name is Gabriel Iglesias, and I think I'm here to do an interview with Snoop Dogg. Okay, one moment. Oh, okay, this is it. Good, good. I'm so excited. Snoop Dogg, this is gonna be cool, right? Sir? Yes. Yes, hi, there is no Gilbert Ignatius on file. What? Could there be another name? Another name? I don't know, Fluffy maybe? And the gate starts to open. I'm like, oh my God, I'm officially in the rapper's world because my real name doesn't mean shit. So we drive in. And we're passing all of these reserved parking spaces. Reserve, 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 reserve. And we get to my space, which is basically an orange cone that has Fluffy handwritten on it. And a bunch of other names crossed off. So Frankie moves the cone, I park the car. We walk into the building. My publicist is waiting for me, right? And she's like, Gabe, you made it. Frankie, how are you? Listen, I just finished talking to Snoop. Wow. He is everything you think he is and just a little bit more. He is so sweet. I cannot believe he was charged with double murder. He told me to just walk you guys into the studio and he'll be right back. He said he had to go outside and get in the right headspace or something. Okay, cool. So she walks us into Snoop's studio. I'm thinking I'm there for a podcast. Come to find out, it's for a TV show. Snoop has a TV show where he interviews celebrities. Everyone in the room is waiting for Snoop to return. You can hear the small talk, you know. All of a sudden, everyone stands up. And I'm looking around like, what's going on? And I look at the door to see if Snoop's walking in, and I don't see him. And I could see my son. I don't realize it, but Snoop is entering the room through a different door. I don't realize it till like the last second. I'm like, what do you? So I jump up, I push in my chair. I'm so nervous, I don't know how to address him. So I'm like, I felt stupid. Snoop walks over to me, and he's so cool, you guys. He's so cool. He walks over to me, and he grabs my hand. He's really strong. He pulls me in, and he says, yo, what it do, baby boo? How you feel? Thank you for having me. Yeah. Can I sit down? For sure. I sit down, I look over, I see my son. My son's like... The difference between Snoop's show versus any other talk show I've ever done is that usually there's a person, like a producer or a director, who comes to you and gives you information, like how the show begins, topics you're gonna cover, how you go to commercial, how you come back from commercial. I've spoken to no one. Snoop just starts talking, and at some point, they hit record. I'm waiting for action or a buzzer and something. Snoop just starts talking to me. Yo, what up, Big Fluff? Big Fluff? Oh, that's hey! Yo, you like music? Snoop, I love music. I love your music. Yeah, that's what's up. He opens up a laptop computer, and then he hits play. And the next thing I know, we are listening to hardcore Mexican banda music. I mean hardcore. And you can hear gunshots in the song. And then a cow. And the whole time Snoop is like, I love it when he go moo. What? I feel like he's messing with me because I'm Mexican, right? So I called him out. I said, Snoop, do you understand what you're listening to? And he said this, and it scared me. He said, gangster recognize gangster. The reason why it scared me was because he was telling the truth. We were listening to actual Mexican cartel songs that don't play on the radio. And the fact that he knew that, the fact that his level of street knowledge in another language was that on point, I said, I gotta shut the hell up. Don't speak unless spoken to, that's the code. Next thing I know, Snoop reaches under the desk and he pulls out the biggest blunt I have ever seen. Oh, this sucker was huge. As soon as he pulled out that freaking blunt, I got excited because I wanted to grab my cell phone, okay? I wanted to grab my cell phone so that I could take a selfie of Snoop in the background being Snoop. So while I'm fumbling, trying to get my phone, Snoop starts talking to me again. Yo, Big Fluff. Yeah, what? Hit that while I hit this. The second I went like that, all of the cameras in the room, red light, red light, red light, red light, red light. My publicist is like, no! My son is like, yeah! And now I'm being faced, bro. I'm being faced with a serious situation because, you know, I've talked about friends participating in doing stuff like this, but I've never openly talked about myself, you know. And now I realize that from this moment forward, people are gonna know what happened here with Snoop. So I started trying to find ways to justify it to myself. You know, if you're gonna do something like this on camera, you want it to be with Snoop. You want it to be with Snoop, Cheech and Chong, or Willie Nelson. Next thing I know, the manager hands me a lighter. I light it, and I take a big hit. So listen, I'm doing my best to hold in all this smoke because I don't want to look like a punk in front of Snoop Dogg. I'm trying, I'm fighting, bro. It's hard, you know? The whole time Snoop is like, hell yeah. That's what I'm saying. Fluffy going puffy today. I do not remember the rest of the interview. What I remember is my buddy Anthony telling Snoop Dogg and I to stand up for a picture. Stand up, get up for a picture. And so Snoop and I both stand up to take this picture. I put my arm around him. I have to put my arm around him because he's much taller than me, okay? Snoop has me by at least 5 inches. Shut up, are you?
That there be Gabriel Iglesias with that time Gabriel Iglesias got high with Snoop Dogg. Aye, think about that. There are certain peoples in this world you want, if you had to get in trouble, you say, these are the people worthy of getting in trouble with. Snoop Dogg, Willie Nelson, Cheech and Chong. Aye, some true classic numbers are. Now, if you're getting into problems with cannons and other whatnots, I think Babushka be right up your alley. Actually, don't meet her in a dark alley. You might have more problems than just dealing with cannons. Oh, what that? Well, let's go. Well, remind ye, you can still call in them our requests. 323-HEAVE-HO. That'd be 323-HEAVE-HO. Or for those kiddies in the back who can't figure it out, it'd be 323-432-8346. Call or text 323-432-8346. Be teaching and regular sponsorship, yada, yada, yada. You be knowing what be happening. Yeah, I think you're smart enough to figure that out, unless you've already begun your 420 celebrations.
There's just one place to go for all your spatula needs.
Spatula City! Spatula City!
A giant warehouse of spatulas for every occasion. Thousands to choose from in every shape, size, and color. And because we eliminate the middleman, we can sell all our spatulas factory direct to you. Where do you go when you want to buy name brand spatulas at a fraction of retail cost?
Spatula City! Spatula City!
And this weekend only, take advantage of our special liquidation sale. Buy 9 spatulas, get the 10th one for just 1 penny. Don't forget, they make great Christmas presents.
And what better way to say I love you than with the gift of a spatula?
Spatula City! Spatula City!
Hello, this is Cy Greenbloom, president of Spatula City. I like their spatulas so much, I bought the company.
Spatula City, 7 locations. We're in the yellow pages under spatulas.
My, where did you get that lovely spatula?
Spatula City, we sell spatulas, and that's all.
Squatch Den. Oh, far out, man. Hey, man, the store is empty. Hey, man, they'll close, man.
Hey, man, they ain't closed. They're just... Hey, man, they're closed. Oh, man, what are we gonna do?
Wow, man, I was tripping for a new shirt, man.
Hey, man, and I wanted that new Lowrider album.
Oh, man, what are we gonna do?
Fear not, citizens, for Hero is here! I overheard you with my superhero hearing and proceeded with prodigious speed to help you with your perilous plight!
Oh, far out, man.
Hey, man, his underwear, it's like on the outside. What's with those socks, man?
If you are in preponderance for that purveyor of discus-style music, then you need to go where they now call home, for home is no longer where it was!
What?
The Squatch Den has moved to the Arnott Mall!
Far out,
They're
man.
next door to Ruby Tuesdays!
The where?
Here, let me!
Hey!
Well, my work here is done.
Wow, man. Oh, Oh, far out, dude. Oh, what a way to get high. Oh.
Hey, man, I think I might have lost a dingo ball back there. That red light was really close, man. Oh, wow, man. Hey, look, it's a record store.
Hey, guys, where you been?
Hey, did you know that your shop is closed?
Yeah, you closed up shop and like everything, man.
Don't worry, we're still here. We just moved to the Arnott Mall.
Really?
Yep, we just moved. The Squatch Den has vinyl records, t-shirts, CDs, DVDs, even 8-tracks. And we have our own online radio station. Be sure to check us out at squatchden.com.
Sweet.
Oh, far out, man. Is that... Oh, wow, man. Check it out, man. Is that a vinyl store?
Oh, man.
Squatch Den.
Well, one might say that during the 420 celebrations, that their celebrations. What a great word. Celebrations. During the 420 celebrations, that there be no carols like Christmassy carols, but there be all kinds of music that celebrates it in a different form of way. But there also be something else, not just Christmassy carols or 420 carols, but we also think about other parts of the celebration. It's not just the partaking of weed. Actually, that's only part of it. Part of it is also just the interaction with other people of like mind and like spirit. And food. Some people call it the munchies. And one of the greatest places, they say, to go to, indulge in the munchies, be White Castle. And so, without further ado, and further ado, let's be going to John Ulett's Nights at White Castle.
Drop some more onion rings. Charlene, get your up here in the front. These people are waiting too long. Who's covering the drive-thru? Hi, welcome to White Castle. May I take your order, please?
Nights at White Castle, the one on Big Ben. I eat there often, so I don't have many friends. Porcelain Palace, a guy passed out on the floor. Just how I got here, I can't recall anymore, but I love them. Yes, I love them. Oh, how I love them. Oh, how I love those belly bombers with mustard and cheese and all the good stuff with onions and the buns loaded with grease. Yes, and the cheese fries. God, I love the cheese fries.
Breathe deep before you consume. A smell like no other fills up the room. Zombie-like people in lines that don't end, each having only loose change left to spend. A drunk in the parking lot pulls out a gun. Lonely man ordered some fries but got none. The grease from the meat has soaked into the bun. Senior citizen comes down with the runs. Cold-hearted waitress who's been working all night cooks up the patties that we'll eat in one bite. The onions are gray, the pickles are white. I'll have 12 belly bombers, 4 fish and a Sprite, and then a blood transfusion.
Ray, somebody threw up in the bathroom. Welcome to White Castle. Can I have your order, please?
Yeah, I'll take 2 cheeseburgers, 2 fish with cheese, a cheese fry, and a Coke with cheese.
I'll have 50 White Castles and a small Coke.
Is that for here or to go?
Yeah.
That'll be $1.09.
Daddy Captain!
Molly, me dear.
I've decided. I know what I want to go to college for.
And what would that be, me dear?
I want to become an assassin.
Well,
Cousin Liv is studying to be one, and it looks like fun.
well,
She's majoring in poisonology. She pretends to make people specialties, but that's just a cover. That way she can poison people, and they even say thank you by leaving a tip in the tip jar.
well, that sounds nice.
Either that, or become a llama trainer.
Well, that's me sounding nice too.
Bye!
Bye, me dear.
It's time once again to Ask Dr. Science. So let's ask Dr. Science. That's me. Remember, he knows more than you do. That's right. Harmon Zalwart from Cave City, Arkansas writes to ask, Dear Dr. Science, recently I've been wondering what science says about the existence of God. When I was a kid, I prayed really hard that someday I would grow up to be president. Now I'm almost 44 and I'm beginning to realize that I'm never going to be commander-in-chief. So now what do I do? Keep on praying or try something else? P.S. I'm really low on money.
Science has little to say about God because so far the divine has resisted measurement. It may be that our measuring tools are not precise enough to detect spiritual ebb and flow. A preliminary analysis of statistical information regarding your chances at the White House reveals that less than 1 in 840 million people in your position will go on to occupy the Oval Office. So you see, mathematical science can quite easily give you a definite answer there. And as to advice, well, this scientist recommends you keep on praying, but fill your other moments with some constructive activity, such as, looking for a job.
Thank you, Dr. Science. Send your science questions to Ask Dr. Science. Remember, he's not a real doctor.
I have a master's degree
in science.
Don't bogart that joint, my friend. Pass it over to me. Don't bogart that joint, my friend. Pass it over to me. Roll another one, just like the other one. You've been hanging on to it, and I sure would like a hit. Don't bogart that joint, my friend. Pass it over to me. Don't bogart that joint, my friend. Pass it over to me. Roll another one, just like the other one. That one's just about burned to the end. So come on and be a real friend. Don't bogart that joint, my friend. Pass it over to me. Don't bogart that joint, my friend. Pass it over to me. Everybody sing along this time. Don't bogart that joint, my friend. Pass it over to me. Don't bogart that joint, my friend. Pass it over to me.
lovely little tune from 1969. Fraternity of Men, don't bogart that joint. I chuckle at that because the one thing I've noticed with the fellers who partake of the 420, they are, or at least traditionally, they have been a people that are willing to share and help out one another. You don't bogart, as they say. You don't hold back on the munchies, and you don't hold back on the fruits of your labor. And those that do end up being shunned by the community, and those are usually bad sorts of peoples. Aye. So when you say don't be bogarting something, it ain't talking about Humphrey. It be talking about other things, and something else that needs to be shared. Lasagna. Why? Because, well, it goes well with the subject at hand. You gotta have something to eat, and why not a good proper lasagna? Weird Al Yankovic here on the Captain's Quarters.
Magnifico, or maybe spaghetti. E you suppers are ready. Now where you go, mamma mia bambino? Mamma mia bambino, Samaraio, Samaraio, Samaraio. You should have tasted my lasagna. Hey, you don't like a lasagna, that's okay too. How about the calzone? Some nice minestrone, that's good for you. Have a some marinara. Have a some marinara. I know you like, I know you like, I know you like. La lasagna, la lasagna, la lasagna. Would you like some zucchini? Order my homemade linguine. It's hard to beat, have a more fettuccine. Hey, you getting too skinny, you got to eat it. Mange, mange. Don't you get any ania, you sloppy pig, have a more ravioli. You will get roly-poly, a knife in the beak like your cousin Luigi. Luigi, Luigi, capiche paisan, capiche paisan, capiche paisan. La lasagna, la lasagna, la lasagna, la
Speaking about good old George, you know, I watch his program, you know, it gets me off. I'm a masochist. But he's always talking about how much dope there is in Vietnam, you know. In fact, I think it's on the new recruiting posters now, you know, lots of dope in Vietnam. And don't laugh, a lot of my friends are joining up. I'll go, man. I like to go. But, you know, the funniest thing is the government, the changes they go through trying to find out who junkies are, man. That's the easiest thing in the world in the Army. All you have to do is take roll call, you know. Johnson, sir! Henderson, sir! Rodriguez!
Here, man.
Rodriguez, Fallout. Boom. And if it's really all that bad, you know, all that dope, just imagine what the morale of our fighting men are like. We take you now inside Vietnam.
All right, men, move in. Move in. Your captain would like a word with you.
All right, man, listen up now. Now, men, we need some volunteers. Anybody want to volunteer? Rodriguez, how about you?
Yes, Rodriguez.
Hey man, I'd like to help you, Captain, man. I got to reprimer the Jeep. That's it, man. I like to reprimer the Jeep. Yeah. Hey, I'll help you mañana, okay, man?
All right, Rodriguez. How about Brown? How about you, Brown?
Oh, you kiss my ass, you honky. Right on, Brown.
All right, now hold it right there, Brown. Come on, man. Now, discipline's getting pretty lax around here. Now, I remember last week when I asked you for volunteers to go weed out that marijuana patch that damn near got stampeded. Talking about them, where in the hell are they? They've been gone a week now.
They're still out on patrol, sir.
Get them on the horn. Here, give me that.
Eagle Baker Turner to Roger Fox Dogs. Eagle Baker Turner to Roger Fox Dogs. Can you read me?
Oh, him. Foreign drink.
Oh, wow, man, I thought that was in the record. Hey, you better answer.
Alright, I'm gonna turn that thing down.
What's wrong with Hello? Eagle Baker Turner to Roger Fox Dogs. Eagle Baker Turner to Roger Fox Dogs. Can you read me?
Oh, wow. Somebody talking pretty bad about Roger.
Oh, wow, man. Hey, tell him Roger ain't here.
Roger ain't here! No, damn it, this is the captain speaking!
Who?
The captain!
Captain ain't here either.
No, I'm the captain! Have you found that marijuana patch yet?
Yeah, man, we found it.
Will you sustain any casualties?
As a matter of fact, man, the whole platoon's wiped out.
Alright, well, I'm gonna set some reinforcements there!
Oh, hey, man, tell them to bring their own water pipe, man.
You need anything else?
Yeah, man, I sure dig a pepperoni pizza.
Alright, Eagle Baker Turner to Roger Fox Dogs, 10-4 and out!
All right, now, man, we need some volunteers to go help A Company. We got any volunteers?
Aye, Cheech and John are with our fighting, talking about Vietnam and our fighting forces keeping the morale up so that we can fight on for a good fight, and always willing to come forward and do that which is right for their fellow man. We're somewhere around the top of the hour, so we should take a quick moment and reassess the universe. We'll be back momentarily.
Hey, Scoop, do you know what's happening on 420?
I know what's happening on 420.
No, not that. It's the record store day at the Squatch Den.
Hey, Vato, what did you say?
He said record store day at the Squatch Den on April 20th.
Oh, wow. Fun out, man. Hey, is that dog talking or these monkeys really kicking in?
Yeah, that's Scoob, and he's like my best friend, and he sings too.
Dooby-dooby-doo. Oh, dooby-doo.
I told you, he loves music, and that's why we're gonna be there for Record Store Day.
Yeah, well, mall opens at 7 a.m.
And like the Squatch Den opens at 8 a.m.
Yeah? Like what they gonna have, man?
Dude, man. They're gonna have like over 100 plus exclusive indie titles, man, available that day. Ooh. I mean, they're gonna have like Noah Kahan and like Pearl Jam and like the Offspring, man, and like the Beatles, and I mean wow.
Hey, Scoob, he really knows the score.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Hey, do you know that pizza pies with all the fixings also look like records, man?
Oh, wow, Scoob, like he's right on. We should all get like a peanut butter, pepperoni, and licorice pizza and listen to some music.
Far out, man.
Right.
All right, man. Pizza.
Record Store Day at the Squatch Den on like 420.
Oh, wow, man. Is that like a record store, man?
Oh, man.
Hey, yours! Yeah, yours! No, not yours. I mean yours. Yeah, yours. Right over there. Yeah, yours. So, yours been enjoying this show. So why not spread the joy? Let your friends know. I mean it. Invite them to listen with yours. They be so thankful. They start treating you like a king because they be so grateful. They might even make a monument to you to show how they really feel about what you've done to them. And be sure to click that like and subscribe buttons. And don't be stingy. Hit the bell too, so you get notifications of new episodes. That ways yous and yous friends never miss a moment of the captain's quarters. And in turn, yous never miss having me, Babushka, sing so beautifully every week. So, don't just sit there. Go, invite and subscribe and make your life better by never missing an episode of the Captain's Quarters or me, the lovely Babushka. Now, just do it.
Welcome back to the second hour of me show, me boy. And boy, oh boy, have we got some splendiferous bits and baubles right in store for ye. For example, the final 40. It'd be extricated right from the request sent to us via the mail of
That's email, you dolt.
That's what me be saying.
They can also call us at 323 Heave-Ho.
I'd like to heave-ho you.
But was that my little pumpernickel?
Nothing, my dear. You old sea hag.
Well, here, let me help you get this show going again.
Avast, you old bat. Heave-ho!
Heave-ho! Heave-ho!
We're all doomed. Oh, that's better.
See? I made it so better. I'm going to see about that dinner and work on my suntan.
Me's not even hungry, and it's be night time out, you crazy old bat. And don't slam the door. I would be a bit remiss if I did not also touch upon the part of the 420 experience of where we could call it some of its origins. Let's take a look. Yes, hippies. So, let us, without further ado, or further ado, or further ado, do-da-do-da. Well, Ray Stevens now with old hippie class reunion.
Lily came from all over the USA, from Haight-Ashbury to Bangor, Maine. They came on Harleys and in converted hearses, wearing peace signs, carrying shoulder purses full of love, peace and harmony for the silver anniversary. 25-year-old hippie class reunion. Hey, wow, man, what a party, man. Oh, yeah. Boy, was that music loud or what? What? Loud. Huh? Loud. Yeah, big crowd, big crowd. Hey, who was that playing, man? I don't know, man. Well, look at the program, dude. Well, we ain't got no program. Well, what happened to it? Well, you know what happened to it. No, what? We smoked it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, wasn't too bad neither, was it? Mellow. Yeah. Wow. They came in minivans, painted fuchsia and yellow, turned on, dropped down, laid back and mellow, speakers blaring acid rock, dreaming they were back at Woodstock. Yeah, flowers painted everywhere, granite glasses and long stringy hair, flags sewn on the seats of their britches, living in a world where rags are you hop on the Harley, run on down at the Weesacket and pick us up a big mess of them Twinkies and Ho-Hos and Little Debbie fudge creams, man.
You know I can't do that, man.
Why not, man?
Well, can't ride the Harley no more.
Why not?
No tires.
No tires? What happened to them?
Well, you know what happened to them.
No. What?
Oh, come on, you know.
What?
We smoked them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and they's pretty good too, wasn't they?
Out of sight.
Yeah.
When love beats and mood rings, tie-dyed shirts and bell-bottom jeans, and all that other old hippie paraphernalia. Easy Rider, Janice, and Jimmy were there. All had flowers in their hair. It was the ultimate spectacle of psychedelic regalia. Full of love, peace, and harmony for the silver anniversary. Yeah, the 25-year-old hippie class reunion. Hey, man, let's hitchhike on out there, that beautiful grassy lawn where we had that picnic yesterday, man. Maybe we can find somebody let us hold a little stash, man, you know?
Can't do that, man.
Why not?
Well, it's just a big mud hole now. Ain't nobody out there.
A mud hole?
Yeah.
What happened to that beautiful grassy meadow, man?
You know.
What?
Oh, come on, don't you remember?
What? Oh, no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
We smoked it. Wow, how'd we do that, man?
Well, we just rolled it up real tight, fired up one end, and sucked her on down.
Oh, yeah, man. What a party. Wow.
Yeah, it's the wildest.
Yeah. Full of love, peace, and harmony for the silver anniversary. The 25-year-old hippie class reunion. Yeah. Hey, man, what we gonna smoke now?
I know, let's go to the pet store.
Pet store?
Yeah, you know what I've always wanted to smoke?
What's that, man?
A hamster.
A hamster? Hey, man, far out. Yeah, then we can smoke a parakeets, too.
Yeah, one for you, one for me.
Yeah. Hey, man, you smoke the hamster, I smoke the parakeets.
First I was a hippie, then I was a stockbroker, now I am a hippie again. First I was a hippie, then I was a stockbroker, now I am a hippie again. Na 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 na. In the summer of love, I was mellow and high. I had my bus and my dog and everything I needed to get by. But the years rolled on and I settled down. I parked my bus and took a carpool into town. A stockbroker in a three-piece suit. I gave up selling hash and started doing toot. I had more money than I'd ever dreamed of. I forgot all about the summer of love. First I was a hippie, then I was a stockbroker, now I am a hippie again. The years went by faster and faster. Down on Wall Street they called me the master. I had more money than Lady Astor. I couldn't see an impending disaster, but I wasn't happy. I broke out in a rash. I just could not handle the stress, and then came the crash. First I was a hippie, then I was a stockbroker, now I am a hippie again. I'm free. I lost all I had, and that's okay with me. I'm free. Excuse me, I think I'll check the oil in my van. Oh, I'm free, and I've got 5 tickets for all 5 nights of the Grateful Dead. I'm free. Hey, see my new macrame briefcase. I'm free. I'm free.
First I was a hippie, now I am a hippie again.
Here, let me talk to him.
You in the suit. Yes, you. Take a bath, hippie. I am not with him.
Well now, what have we here? Hippies with their hair too long. They look suspicious, malicious and seditious.
Sheriff, we ain't done nothing wrong.
You hear that, Rusty? They're innocent and trusty. Upstanding members of the USA.
Y'all can't scare us. We broke no laws.
At least that you're aware of.
Well, then, let me put it this away. This town don't allow no damn dirty hippies. This here's a God-fearing place. Damn dirty hippies. We don't like your clothes, your hair, your face. Damn dirty hippies. And we just thought we'd kindly warn you. Damn dirty hippies. No one here who'd ever mourn you. Damn dirty hippies. Something here seems rather queer, so let me make this one thing clear. We just don't like your kind round here, so maybe you should up and disappear. Damn dirty hippies.
This is a stone cold track, man. What have we done?
I'm a decorated soldier just home from war.
You a real war hero? That don't matter around here, though. We don't tolerate your kind no more.
We don't want to fight you, but I've every right to. I ain't scared that you'll hurt us.
I don't doubt your skills there, cousin. But with all these pills we're smuggling, I'm more concerned that they'll search us. On the grounds that we're
damn dirty hippies.
We got one more deal till Mexico.
Damn dirty hippies.
But for that they'll need to let us go.
Damn dirty hippies. Perhaps I'll let you off with this warning. Damn dirty hippies. That you best be out of my town by morning. Damn dirty hippies. Cause we'll always be right behind you, and you're not the kind that we are kind to. And any time that we're inclined to, we'll put you somewhere they won't ever find you. Damn dirty hippies.
As hippies broke from convention, we here at the captain's quarters broke a touch of convention, how we often do things with a multi-song set there. That there were Freak Out with Damn Dirty Hippies. Prior to that, we had the Bobs with Now I Am a Hippie Again, followed previously by Ray Stevens' Old Hippie Class Reunion. But we can't leave it there. Let me see. Nope. Oh, Therapy. Carl Truckload and Winslow Thrill with Pigeon Park. This was released back in old 1971. If you ever wondered what would happen to the hippies as they got old, we were there now. But if they were thinking about it back then.
Here, Pidgey, Pidgey, Pidgey. Here, Pidgey. Wow, look at the colors on that one. Oh, it flew away.
Train high on a... Hey, you move over. Leave enough room for an old man to sit down.
You see this place where the paint's dulled? This is where I sit. You can sit over there, you old freak.
Freak? Why, I oughta...
Come on, get it on. Get it on.
Oh, yeah, I oughta... Ooh, my nose.
What?
No,
Why, it's Phil. Phil, remember me?
No, I don't remember anything.
Phil, it's me, Jerry Garcia.
Captain Trips.
Right on.
Is it really you?
I just said right on, didn't I?
Oh no, my heart. My heart.
What can I do? What is it?
Oh, quick, reach inside my buckskin jacket. No, not that, you idiot. That's my stash. The little bottle with the poppers.
Here they are.
Oh, thanks. I'm okay. Phew. What a hit. Oh, here. Want one?
Sure. Okay, let's talk about old times before it wears off. Hey, remember our old band, the Dreadful Great?
What? Was that what it was?
Well, it was something like that. But those were the days anyhow. Hey, look at that blonde over there, playing with the swans.
I'm sure glad folks aren't so sexually uptight nowadays.
I guess so, but I can't see anything in swan fondling myself. Say, wanna smoke a number?
Oh, why, yeah, sure. I don't know, though. It's not the same since they made it legal.
True.
Oh, hey, you need a match for that?
No, these new things, they light themselves.
They do?
You just strike them on the pavement. You have to wait until the sulfur burns off them, though. Here you are.
Thanks, brother.
Oh, wow. These are the ones with the opium in them.
They sure are heavy.
I'll never get out of this park.
Oh, that's all right. The comfort people will take you home.
Yeah, but it's so embarrassing. The free ice cream's getting me fat, and they make you go to the bathroom.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, here come the pigeons again. God, how I hate them.
Oh, look at the colors on that one.
Beautiful.
Oops, it flew away.
Hey, what's this on my fruit boot? That's why I hate them.
Hey, what's that sound? Oh, look out! Here comes the cocaine helicopter!
Again?
Oh, quick, let's hide under that tree! Oh, these kids today have no sense of proportion! That's veered off.
Thank goodness.
These kids today have no sense of proportion.
You said that, didn't you?
I did?
Are you gonna sit back down, or are you gonna hover over that bench forever?
Huh? Oh! Far out. I thought I had sat down. You know, the mind is alert, but the body forgets.
That's right. What was it I was gonna say? Oh, it's so righteous to see you again.
Righteous.
Say, you remember those gigs we used to play up in San Diego?
Oh, yeah.
Over in L.A., Seattle, Miami, New York?
Yeah. Oh, I remember calling home from Nebraska in the middle of the night, stoned on acid. I told my old lady, say something real.
Phew. Yeah, those were the days. I remember playing Love Light for 4 hours, but Big Brother never showed up.
Yeah, bastards. Say, whatever happened to old Housley, anyhow?
Oh, didn't you hear?
No.
After he got out of jail, he invented a new drug called MSG, something like that. And he glowed in the dark for 3 days.
Wow.
And they finally had to take him away for being an air traffic safety hazard.
Far out.
He was that high.
Uh-oh, better douse that, Jerry. There's the heat.
Oh, but it's legal now.
I don't care. I never trusted them pigs. I'm too old to start now. Pig! He didn't hear me. He doesn't care. He's too stoned.
Uptight old freak! did hear you.
Oh, he did hear me.
Let's
no.
get out of here.
Bad vibes.
He sprayed us with the LSD spray. I'll never get out of this park.
I'm so high. So high.
Look at that pigeon.
He must be 18 feet high.
Well, ye can judge for yourself. You can be a judging for yourself how the future came out, for we are in the future, and this was written to the past, toward the future. So it was written for now. Ah, yes. In the future, I see sponsors. That means we'll be cutting the commercial. We'll be back momentarily. Don't be forgetting. 323 heave ho. 323 heave ho. Call, text, get them their requests in. For the final 40 be upon us momentarily.
I'm a spaceman. The moon and sun and all the stars are great big Tootsie Roll Pops. I'm a princess. Yes, my lord, it's a party tonight. We'll have Tootsie Roll Pops. All of the kids in the neighborhood say Tootsie Roll Pops are triple good. Triple good. And do you know why? Sure. Because 1, there's good tasting hard candy outside. And 2, there's a delicious center of Tootsie Roll inside. And 3, only Tootsie Roll Pops are said fun to eat. That's why they're triple good. And don't forget, Tootsie Roll Pops come in a party pack, too. 10 pops in assorted flavors. There's a game on the back that's lots of fun to do. All of the kids in the neighborhood say Tootsie Roll Pops are triple good. Triple good. You'll love Tootsie Roll Pops.
I am Prime, Defender of Earth, leader of the...
Prime! The rest of the guys are in the back.
What?
Hey, Prime, back here.
Exactly what is this place? Is the Resistance headquartered here?
He said resistance, like resistor.
This here be heroes.
Did someone say hero?
Hero.
Hey, Prime. I'm Jared, and this is Heroes Comic Shop. We're in Elmira Heights. It's 130 West 14th Street, to be exact. And as you can see, we have a lot of books. We have a lot of books for any taste. You know, if they make it into a comic, we carry it. So take your time, look around, pick up whatever looks interesting.
Yeah, it's the world's best place to be.
Yeah, the little guy's right, Prime. And it's a good place to rest your spark. That may be, but as long as the Earth needs to be defended, we must roll out.
Heroes Comics, for every kind of hero.
Do I see Archie Comics?
Hey, Scoop, do you know what's happening on 420?
I know what's happening on 420.
No, not that. It's the record store day at the Squatch Den.
Hey, Vato, what did you say?
He said record store day at the Squatch Den on April 20th.
Wow, wow, man. Hey, is that dog talking or these munchies really kicking in?
Yeah, that's Scoob, and he's like my best friend, and he sings too.
Dooby-dooby-doo. Oh, dooby-doo.
I told you, he loves music, and that's why we're gonna be there for Record Store Day.
Well, mall opens at 7 a.m.
And like the Squatch Den opens at 8 a.m.
Yeah? Like what they gonna have, man?
Dude, man. They're gonna have like over 100 plus exclusive indie titles, man, available that day. Ooh. I mean, they're gonna have like Noah Kahan and like Pearl Jam and like The Offspring, man, and like the Beatles, and I mean wow.
Hey, Scoob, he really knows the score.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Hey, do you know that pizza pies with all the fixings also look like records, man?
Oh, wow, Scoob, like he's right on. We should all get like a peanut butter, pepperoni, and licorice pizza and listen to some music.
Far out, man.
Right.
All right, man. Pizza.
Record Store Day at the Squatch Den on like 420.
Oh, wow, man. Is that like a record store, man?
Oh, man. Well, it appears to be time to set sail straight into the unknown, uncharted territories, as it were. The seas that no man returns from without being turned slightly to the left or to the right, and thinking he better, well, readjust his expectations of the universe. What am I be drolling on about? Well, it be the final 40, where we turn the whole ship's navigation and helm to ye. That be right. Ye take it over, and ye set a course. And when we fall off the edge of the world, as it may be, it be for ye, and your alone to be responsible for. Now, if we have great success and find great treasures, I'll be sure to take as much credit as I possibly can, for I am the captain. Let us be going straight to the phone lines and see what shall be seen.
All right, Captain. Great to see you again. I got something for you. I understand you celebrating the 420. Yes. And now I need to hear the one, the only, the finest TV appearance of all time. Yeah, I need to hear Let's Make a Dope Deal. Cheech and Chong, my heroes. Yes.
And now it's time for America's favorite daytime fun show, Let's Make a Dope Deal. Yeah, it's Let's Make a Dope Deal, where young pushers try to parlay their stash into that really big connection and jump up into dealerhood. And our first contestant today on Let's Make a Dope Deal is former head of the philosophy department at Harvard University. He is the holder of a PhD, an MA, a BA, and is a BMF besides. Would you please give a big warm welcome for Bob Bitchin? Come on, let's have a hand for Bob Bitchin. Here he is all the way from Harvard, Bob Bitchin. Well, it's really great to have you on the show tonight, Bob. How you doing?
Bitchin'.
Well, listen, that far out and solid and right on, Bob. Tell us, Bob, here's the question I ask of all our contestants. What made you drop out?
Well, a lot of people think it was the 400 acid trips they took, you know.
Uh-huh, but what was it really, Bob?
One day I played Black Sabbath at 78 speed, man.
And then what happened?
I saw God.
You saw God. Well, that sounds like true enlightenment to me, Bob. Tell us, Bob, what have you been doing with all those degrees? I noticed you had a PhD, an MA, and a BA. What have you been doing with all that knowledge?
Making candles, man.
Making candles. Well, that sounds creative, Bob. What kind of candles are they?
Oh, they're really neat table candles, you know.
Table candles?
Yeah, you pour wax on a table.
Uh-huh.
And you set it on fire, man.
Well, that sounds like a hot item, Bob. Okay, you ready to play our game?
Yeah, man.
Okay, here we go. Now, you know the rules. You get fronted with a stash of 50 keys, and you can wager part of them or just some of them on any one of our tests.
50 keys?
50 keys.
Can I quit now?
No, not yet, Bob. You have to play our game. Okay, Bob, how many you want to wager on the first test?
All of them.
All of them is going to shoot the works, or mainline, as we call it here on Let's Make a Dope Deal. Okay, Bob, for 50 keys. What is your name? You have 60 seconds.
Hey, I know that one, man.
Starts with a B.
Then what is it, man?
I knew it when I came in here, man.
Ends with a B.
Oh, don't tell me. Happy birthday.
10 seconds, Bob.
Bob!
And you win 50 keys for the tensions mounted here on Let's Make a Dope Deal. Oh, boy, Bob, now you have 100 keys. Almost did. Okay, here we go for the second plateau. How many keys do you want to wager this time?
All of them.
All of them is going to shoot the works again, huh? What balls he has. Okay, here we go, Bob, for another 100 keys. How many joints are in a lid? 30 seconds.
Oh, I know that one. 2.
2?
Yeah, I rolled big joints.
Our judges say that's okay. They roll big joints too, and you win another 100 keys. Boy, the pressure's building. Here we go, Bob. Okay. Okay, now we're going for the big and final test. Okay, in front of you see 3 doors marked door number 1, door number 2, and door number 3. Behind one of those doors, Bob, is 50 pounds of Lebanese blonde hash. Makes your eyes red just thinking about them, huh? Okay, Bob, I'm going to make you do it. I'll give you $50 and 50 reds for your keys right now.
Oh, take the red.
No, I'll give you $1,000 and 50 reds.
I want the hash.
He wants the hash. Okay, Bob, here we go. Now, must remind you that behind the other two doors are narcs. Okay, Bob, here we go. What'll it be? Will it be door number 1, door number 2, or
what?
Narcs. There's 2 narcs behind the other.
I'll take the bread, man.
I'm sorry, Bob. It's too late. You have to choose. What'll it be? 1, 2, or 3?
Number 3.
4. No, Bob. There's only 3. I know you're nervous. Okay. 1, 2, or 3?
2, 1.
2, 1. No, what?
Number 3, man. Number 3.
1, 2. 3, 2, 1. Let go.
What's he doing?
1. Black light, no tap backs. Okay. You chose door number 1. Let's see who's behind that door. It's Officer O'Malley, the FBI. You're busted. Join us next week when we play Let's Make a Dope Deal.
What happened?
Here, I hit another hit of it. Here, I hit another chihuahua. I got a hit another chihuahua. I got a hit another hit of it. Here, I hit another hit of it. I got a hit another hit of it. I got a hit another chihuahua. There, I hit another hit of it. Here, I hit another hit of it. Do that again. Bow, bow, bow. Here, I hit another hit of it. Here, I never. There, I hit another chihuahua. I got a hit another hit of it. Here, I hit another hit of it. I got a hit another hit of it. Here, I hit another hit of it. Have you ever heard of a wish sandwich? A wish sandwich is the kind of a sandwich where you have 2 slices of bread and you wish you had some meat. Bow, bow, bow. Here, I hit another hit of it. Here, I hit another hit of it. Here, I never. Now, I hit another hit of it. Here, I hit another hit of it. Here, I hit another hit of it. I got a hit another hit of it. The other day, I had a ricochet biscuit. A ricochet biscuit is the kind of a biscuit that's supposed to bounce back off the wall into your mouth. If it don't bounce back, you go hungry. Bow, bow, bow. Here, I hit another hit of it. Here, mama, here, I hit another hit of it. I got a hit another hit of it. Here, I hit another hit of it. I got a hit another hit of it. I got a hit another hit of it. I got a hit another hit of it. The other day, I had a cool water sandwich and a Sunday go to meeting bun. Bow, bow, bow. Here, I hit another hit of water. I got a hit another hit of water. Here, mama, here, got a hit another hit of water. 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 Here, on a hum, mama, shabba, here, mama, ha, baba, chica, here, got a hum, another hit of water. Here, got a name on a hum, here, got a hit another hit of water. Here, got a hum, another hit of water. Here, mama, ha, baba, shabba, here, got a hit another chica, here, got a hit another chica, here, got a hit another hit of water. Here, mama, ha, baba, chica, what do you want for nothing? Rubber biscuit? Bow, bow,
Wonderful wonder. That there be the Blues Brothers with Rubber Biscuit. Let's go right back to the phone lines and see what shall be seen as we surf through the seas of uncertainties. Ooh, I did a rhymey there.
Oh, like, hey dude, I'm like here just mowing down on some pizza and like, I'll need to hear The Smoke Off by Shel Silverstein. Like, thanks, dude. Whoa, I'm totally tripping here.
Now, in the laid-back California town of sunny San Rafael, lived a girl named Pearly Sweetcake. You probably knew her well. She was stoned 15 of her 18 years, and her story was widely told that she could smoke 'em faster than anyone could roll. Well, her legend finally reached New York, that Grove Street walk-up flat, where dwelt the Calistoga Kid, a beatnik from the past. He'd been rolling dope since time began. Now he took a cultured toke and said, Jim, I can roll 'em faster than any chick can smoke. So a note gets sent to San Rafael for the championship of the world. The kid demands a smoke-off. Well, bring him on, says Pearl. I'll grind his fingers off his hands. He'll roll until he drops. Says Callisto, I'll smoke that chick till she blows up and pops. So they rent out Yankee Stadium, and the word is quickly spread. Come one, come all who walk or crawl, tickets just 2 lids ahead. And from every town and hamlet, over land and sea they speed, the world's greatest dopers with the world's greatest weed. Hashishers from Morocco, hemp smokers from Peru, and the Shashniks from Bagun who smoke the deadly Pugaru, and those who call it light of life, and those that call it boo. See the dealers and their ladies wearing turquoise lace and leather. See the narcos and the closet smokers puffing all together. From the teenies who smoke legal to the ones who've done some time, to the old man who smoked reefer back before it was a crime. And the grand old house that Ruth built is filled with the smokes and cries of 50,000 screaming heads all stoned out of their minds. And they play the national anthem, and the crowd lets out a roar as the spotlight hits the Kid and Pearl, ready for their smoking war. At a table piled up high with grass, as high as a mountain peak, just tops and buds of the rarest flowers, not one stem, branch, or seed. I mean a Maui, Wowie, a Panama red, Acapulco gold, keef from East Afghanistan, and that rare Alaska cold. And there's sticks from Thailand, Gange from the island, and Bangkok's bloomin' best, and some of that wet importer that capsized off Key West. There's Oaxacan tops, and Kenya Bang, and Riviera floors, and that rare Manhattan silver that grows down the New York sewers. And there's bubbling ice cold lemonade, and sweet grapes by the bunches, and there's Hershey bars and Oreos, in case anybody gets the munches. And the Calistoga kid, he smiles, and Pearlie, she just grins, and the drums roll low, and the crowd yells, "Go, go, go!" And the world's first smoke-off begins. Well, the kid, he flicks his fingers once, zap, that first joint's rolled. Pearl takes one toke with her famous lungs, and whoosh, that roach is cold. Then the kid, he rolls his super bomb that would paralyze a moose, and Pearl takes one mighty hit, and that bomb's defused. And then he rolls 3 in just 10 seconds, and she smokes them up in 9. And everybody sits back and says, hey, this just might take some time. See the blur of flying fingers, see the red coal burning bright, as the night turns into morning, and the morning fades to night, and the autumn turns to summer, and a whole damn year is gone, and the two still sit on that roach-filled stage, smoking and rolling. With trembling hands, he rolls his J's, with fingers blue and stiff. She coughs and stares with bloodshot gaze and puffs through blistered lips. And as she reaches out her hand for another stick of gold, the kid, he gasps, "Damn it, there's nothing left to roll." "Nothing left to roll?" screams Pearl. "Is this some twisted joke? I didn't come here to f*** around, man, I come here to smoke." And she reaches across the table and grabs his bony sleeves and crumbles his body between her hands like dried and brittle leaves, flicking out his teeth and bones like useless stems and seeds. And then she rolls him in a zigzag and lights him like a roach. And the fastest man with the fastest hands goes up in a puff of smoke. In the laid-back California town of sunny San Rafael lives a girl named Pearlie Sweetcake. You probably know her well. She's been stoned 21 of her 24 years, and her story is still widely told how she still can smoke 'em faster than any dude can roll. While off in New York City, on a street that has no name, there's the hands of the Calistoga Kid in the Viper Hall of Fame. And underneath his fingers, there's a little golden scroll that says, beware of being the roller when there's nothing left to roll.
And now it's time to play Let's Make a New Dope Deal! Yes, it's the all-new Let's Make a Dope Deal brought to you by your friendly neighborhood dope dealer who would like to remind you that a day without dope is like night. And now our first contestant is Bob Bitchin, who was on our first show 5 years ago. And if you remember that night, Bob won our grand prize of 50 pounds of black Afghani Primo hash. Hey, and we're dying to find out what Bob did with this prize. So let's bring him out here. Please welcome Bob Bitchin. Hey, Bob, it's great to have you on the show again. How you doing? Oh, the same. Well, that's fine. Bob, it's been 5 years since you've been on the show. Well, what have you been doing since then?
5 years.
That's right. It's been 5 years since we had you on the show. Bob, what have you been doing?
5 years.
What have you been doing? Watch my lips, Bob. What have you been doing?
5 years, man.
5 years. Oh, I see. You've been doing 5 years. That means you've been in prison for 5 years.
Yeah, I got popped for that hash.
Well, that's very far out. But you're out of prison and you're here right now on the all-new Let's Make a Dope Deal. Are you ready to play our game?
Yeah.
Okay, Bob, here we go. Now, here's the first question.
Bob! B.O.B.
No, hey, you remembered. But that was 5 years ago, boy. That's your mind.
Door number 3.
That was 5 years ago, too, Bob. Your mind like a steel.
Dave's not here.
Boy, what a nostalgia trip this is. It's like a K-Tel record here. All right, here we go, Bob. No, none of those questions here, Bob. Before you answer the question, we have to tell you what you're playing for. You want to know that, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay, Bob. If you answer our grand prize question correctly, Bob, you win. Not 1, not 2, not 3.
I'll take 4.
No, Bob, not 4. There's more yet. There's the 5. There's 6.
I'll freeze the 7.
No, Bob, you can't freeze yet because you get not 7, not 8, but 10 pounds of pure, uncut Peruvian flake cocaine.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's just what I really need.
Yeah, boy, you'll really freeze at 10 then, huh? You are into coke, aren't you, Bob? Oh, easy, boy. Easy, Bob. Take it easy, Bob. Boy. Yeah, boy, I guess we won't have to vacuum this carpet for a couple weeks. Okay, Bob, are you ready to play our game?
Yeah.
Okay, Bob, in order to qualify for the grand prize question, you must pass this simple test first. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go, Bob. You must either, number 1, take this meat cleaver here and chop off your little finger. Or number 2, you must listen to an entire side of the album Helen Reddy, The Las Vegas Years. What do you choose, Bob?
Give me the cleaver.
He's gonna take the meat cleaver. All right. Hey, Bob, you chopped off your finger. Bob, that was only a gag question. You weren't supposed to do that.
Hey, can I have some of that coke now, man?
Not yet, Bob. You have all the coke you need once you answer the grand prize question, and that leads us right into the grand prize question. Bob, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, Bob, for 10 pounds of uncut Peruvian coke, what is 4 minus 1? Think, Bob.
I can't.
What is 4 minus 1?
I can't think, man. My finger hurts.
Okay, Bob, let me put it to you this way. You have 4 fingers.
and you take away 1, what do you have?
Blood!
Yes,
Yeah,
you do have blood,
right.
but that's not the right answer, Bob. Very close, but not the right answer. Let me put it to you so you'll really understand it, Bob. Okay, you have 4 Quaaludes.
I do?
No, Bob. This is a hypothetical question, Bob. You don't have 4 Quaaludes.
Yeah, I know. I know I don't have.
Okay, but let's say you had 4 Quaaludes. Okay, you have 4 Quaaludes, and you take 1. How many do you have left?
2.
2?
Yeah, I always take 2, man. I never get off on 1.
So your answer is 2.
Yeah.
Your answer is 2. Our judges say that's right, because they never get off on 1 either. You win the time, Bob. Fantastic. What are you going to do with all that coke, Bob? All right. And our grand prize winner today is Bob Mitchell with those 10 pounds of coke. And we just want to say in closing to all you kids out there, remember what Albert Einstein always said. We only use 20% of our brain, so why not burn out the other 80%? All right, see you next time on Let's Make Another Dope Deal! All right, Bob, you can stop snorting. Here, Bob, give me some of that.
That there be Cheech and Chong with Let's Make a New Dope Deal. Requested from, not the mail, from the telephony texty diggy thing there. It's a fascinating technology. They can send words like the mail of he's or the snails of mails right through your telephonies there. And all they had to do was dial in 323 heave-ho. Fascinating technologies. We'll be cutting a commercial back momentarily. And when we return, we'll have a short period of time before the babushka comes and tries to melt what's left of our brains.
Look, Sidekick, a shop just for heroes.
No, it's a comic book shop and it's for everyone.
Not possible. See, it's even right in the name, Heroes. So that means you'll need to stay out here whilst I go shopping.
It's Heroes, your mom threw out comic shop, and it's for everyone, including sidekicks.
Hey guys, the little guy is right. It's all about the love of comics, and not whether you can fly or not. But, by the way, I do love the cape.
Gee, thanks.
So Heroes Comic Shop is located at 130 West 14th Street in Elmira Heights, New York. We're open Wednesday through Saturday. You can check us out at momthroughout.com.
Oh, look! They have Archie comics!
Heroes Comics, for every kind of hero.
Hey, Scoop, do you know what's happening on 420?
I know what's happening on 420.
No, not that. It's the record store day at the Squatch Den.
Hey, Vato, what did you say?
He said record store day at the Squatch Den on April 20th.
Wow, man. Hey, is that dog talking or these monkeys really kicking in?
Yeah. That's Scoob, and he's like my best friend, and he sings too.
Dooby-dooby-doo. Oh, dooby-doo.
I told you, he loves music, and that's why we're gonna be there for Record Store Day.
Well, room all opens at 7 a.m.
And like the Squatch Den opens at 8 a.m.
Yeah? Like what they gonna have, man? Dude, man. They're gonna have like over 100 plus exclusive indie titles, man, available that day. Ooh. I mean, they're gonna have like Noah Kahan and like Pearl Jam and like The Offspring, man, and like the Beatles, and I mean, wow.
Hey, Scoob, he really knows the score.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Hey, do you know that pizza pies with all the fixings also look like records, man?
Oh, wow, Scoob, like he's right on. We should all get like a peanut butter, pepperoni, and licorice pizza and listen to some music.
Far out, man.
Right.
All right, man. Pizza.
Record Store Day at the Squatch Den on like 420.
Oh, wow, man. Is that like a record store, man? Oh, man.
Well, we've had a request come in. We had a request come in on the Book of Face, and that was for something a little different, but also oddly, strangely on target. And what be I saying? That I be a saying, and we've had requested Bobby Pickett and Peter Ferrara's Star Trek. Now, how is that on target, one might ask? Well, we must remember, it's based off the original Star Trek. And that Star Trek comes from the time of the hippies. And that is a time where the 420 celebrations mostly began. So now, well, you've heard it more than once. Not further ado, da-doo-dee-da. Well, let's get straight to it. Bobby Pickett's and Peter Ferrara's Star Trek.
Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Booby Prize. Its 5-year mission: to sell T-shirts, toy phasers, plastic communicators, and anything else we can think of. To seek out new life in old plots and complications. To boldly go where everyone has gone before.
Star Trek.
Captain's log, stardate 6935.2. We are in orbit around the planet Schwartz.
Engineering to Captain Jerk. Engineering to Captain Jerk.
Jerk here, what is it, Snotty?
Captain, the warp drive mechanisms are generating excess antimatter. The pods are overloading now. If it continues at this rate, I can't be responsible for the safety of the ship.
Don't have a spaz, Snotty.
But the whole ship's gonna blow itself to pieces, Jim.
I want answers, mister!
Well, I tried shoving a wiener on the warp drive, but it didn't do a bit of good. By the by, would you have a wee bit of mustard up on the bridge?
Mr. Schlock?
No mustard, Captain.
Analysis, Schlock?
It would appear that Lieutenant Snot is about to eat a wiener without mustard.
As always, your logic is impeccable, Mr. Schlock. However, I was referring to the emergency in the ship's warp drive.
I would say that the program is at too early a stage to permit solving any serious difficulties, Jim.
Recommendation?
Suggest you wait for further plot complication before undertaking corrective measures.
Logical, Mr. Schlock. Perfectly logical. Dr. McCoy?
I'm a doctor, not a scriptwriter! Warning, this is a plot complication. Warning, this is a plot complication. Warning.
Plot complication showing up on ship's sensors now, Captain. I'm switching to visual.
What is it, Mr. Schlock?
Computer data is coming in now, Captain. It's just what we need. A colossal negative space wedgie of great power coming right at us at warp speed.
Mr. Lulu, commence evasive actions.
Yes, Captain Jerk.
Evasive actions ineffective, Captain. The wedgie is turning with us and closing rapidly. Estimated time of impact, approximately 16.9 seconds. 15.
Bridge to engineering.
14,
Snot here, Captain.
13,
What's not there, Snotty?
12,
I said snot here,
Snotty,
Captain.
give me full power. Get us out of here fast.
I can't do it. The toilets are backed up into the warp drive. It'll take time to make repairs.
Time? Mr. Schlock?
1. Wipe out. Readings are off the scale, Captain. I have not encountered this phenomenon before.
Damage report. Lieutenant Manura?
Well, honey, I'd say we took a shellacking out here.
Fascinating.
What is it, Mr. Schlock?
The force field seems to have passed through us and entered the surface of the planet Schwartz. Yet tricorder readings fail to indicate any such energy from the planet.
Opinion, Mr. Schlock?
Insufficient data, Captain.
Into the elevator, Mr. Schlock. Let's beam down to the planet's surface so I can find an alien to fall in love with before the program's over.
You usually do.
Ain't I something? Mr. Lulu, you've got the con.
Thank you, Captain Jerk.
Elevator, transporter room.
I'm fine, how are you?
Elevator, I said transporter room.
I'm fine, how are you?
Oh, forget it. Elevator to engineering. Beam us down from here, Snotty.
Aye, aye, Captain. You're locked on coordinates now.
Energize, Mr. Snot.
Remarkable. There is no record of any such civilization as this on the planet Schwartz.
Look, Schlock, here comes a car, and feast your Vulcan squinties on that driver.
Far out, Captain Jerk.
Want a lift, sailor? As a matter of fact, I do. I'll say goodbye here, Mr. Schlock. Now you'll have what you always wanted, command of the Booby Prize.
And you'll have what you always wanted.
What's that, Mr. Schlock?
A bleach blonde in red convertible on planet Schwartz.
Ain't I something? Well, say bye-bye to Starfleet Command for me, and I'll see you on Hollywood Squares.
Bye-bye, Jim. I thought he'd never go. Schlock to Booby Prize.
Snot here, Mr. Schlock.
What's not there, Lieutenant Snot?
I said snot here, Mr. Schlock.
That's Captain Schlock.
I?
Make it 1 to beam up.
I want a new duck, one that won't try to bite, one that won't chew a hole in my socks, one that won't quack all night. I want a new duck, one with big web feet, one that knows how to wash my car and keep his room real neat. One that won't raid the icebox, one that'll stay in shape, one that's never gonna try to migrate or escape, or I'll tie him up with duct tape. I want a new duck, a mallard I think, one that won't make a mess of my house or build a nest in the bathroom sink. I want a new duck, one that won't steal my beer, one that won't stick his bill in my mail, one that knows the duck stops here. One that won't drive me crazy, waddling all around, one who'll teach me how to swim and help me not to drown. Show me how to get down, how to get down, baby. Get it? I want a new duck, not a swan or a goose, just a drake I can dress real cute. Think I'm gonna name him Bruce. I want a new duck, not a quail or an owl, one that won't molt too much, one that won't smell too foul, one that won't beg for breadcrumbs, hanging around all day. You better mind his manners, better do just what I say, or he's gonna be duck patty. Duck patty, yeah, yeah.
I'd not be here remembering where that one be requested from, but I like the style. We're since we're celebrating 420, instead of saying, I want a new drug, with Huey Lewis in the news, it would be with Weird Al Yankovic, I want a new duck. I'm just quackers about that one, and you can be as upset as you want, but don't be following up this show with bad stuff. That was a good one. Let's go right to the phone lines for that. And I do not apologize for a single pun I've ever made.
Oh, wow. Like I got a severe case of the major munchies. How about you, Scoop? Well, severe case of the major munchies. I think we need to hear a song and some snacks. Like you're right, Scoop. We definitely need some snacks, but also some good tunage. Like, could we hear Junk Food Junkie? Well, Junk Food Junkie? Like, pass the Twinkies, Scoop. Okay, Raggy, will you pass the Scooby Snacks? Deal! What thanks? Wow, primo! Well, Scooby-Dooby-Doo!
You know I love that organic cooking. I always ask for more. And they call me Mr. Natural, on down to the health food store. I only eat good sea salt, white sugar don't touch my lips. And my friends is always begging me to take them on macrobiotic trips. Yes, they are. Oh, but night I take out my strong box that I keep under lock and key. And I take it off to my closet where nobody else can see. I open that door so slowly, take a peek up north and south. Then I pull out a Hostess Twinkie and I pop it in my mouth. Yeah, in the daytime I'm Mr. Natural, just as healthy as I can be. But at night I'm a junk food junkie. Good Lord, have pity on me. Well, at lunchtime you can always find me at the Whole Earth Vitamin Bar, just sucking on my plain white yogurt from my hand-thrown pottery jar. And sipping a little hand-pressed cider with a carrot stick for dessert. And wiping my face in a natural way on the sleeve of my peasant shirt. Oh yeah. Ah, but when that clock strikes midnight and I'm all by myself, I work at combination on my secret hideaway shelf. And I pull out some Fritos corn chips, Dr. Pepper, and an old moon pie. Then I sit back in glorious expectation of a genuine junk food high. Then the next time I'm Mr. Natural. Oh yeah, in the daytime I'm Mr. Natural, just as healthy as I can be. Oh, but at night I'm a junk food junkie. Good Lord, have pity on me. Alright. My friends down at the commune, they think I'm pretty neat. Oh, I don't know nothing about arts and crafts, but I give them all something to eat. I'm a friend to old Yule Gibbons, and I only eat homegrown spice. I got a John Keats autographed Grecian urn filled up with my brown rice. Yes, I do. Oh, folks, but lately I have been spotted with a Big Mac on my breath, stumbling into a Colonel Sanders with a face as white as death. I'm afraid someday they'll find me just stretched out on my bed with a handful of Pringles potato chips and a ding-dong by my head. In the daytime I'm Mr. Natural, just as healthy as I can be. But at night I'm a junk food junkie. Good Lord, have pity on me.
At night, I smoke 2 joints in the afternoon. It makes me feel alright. I smoke 2 joints in time of peace and 2 in time of war. I smoke 2 joints before I smoke 2 joints, and then I smoke 2 more. Oh, my daddy, he once told me, son, you be hard-working man. My mama, she once told me, son, you best you can. But then one day I met a man who came to me and said, hard work good and hard work fine, but first take care of health. So now I smoke 2 joints when I get up. In the car I smoke 2 joints. I smoke 2 joints when I play video game, and at every 10,000 points I smoke 2 joints. I smoke 2 joints in time of peace and 2 in time of war. I smoke 2 joints before I smoke 2 joints, and then I smoke 2 more. a man came to me and said, hard work good and hard work fine, but first take care of head. That's why I smoke 2 joints in the morning, I smoke 2 joints at night, I smoke 2 joints in the afternoon. It makes me feel alright. I smoke 2 joints in time of peace and 2 in time of war. I smoke 2 joints before I smoke 2 joints, and then I smoke 2 more. Smoke 2 joints. That's what I do. Smoke 2 joints. Come and smoke 2 joints with me in the morning. Smoke 2 joints. Come and smoke 2 joints with me in the afternoon. Yeah. Smoke 2 joints. Hey, would you rather smoke 2 joints or would you rather do your homework? Smoke 2 joints. I knew you were gonna say that. Smoke 2 joints. Smoke 2 joints. That's what I do. Smoke 2 joints.
That there be one of them that are requested from Mails of Ease, or from the Books of Faces, or even from the texties of the phonies. That there be the Toys with Smoke 2 Joints, a very intellectual song. Well, I do believe there he be, the babushka.
Ugh, I tell yous, Bubby, I've been cooking up a storm up here. You know, the 420 day, you got all the hippies out there and they gets the munchies real bad. Well, I makes them these snacks. They love mine snacks. They say when they has mine snacks, they sees the most amazing colors. Anyway, for celebration, I figure best thing is dancing, so I sings now. We started dancing and love put us into a groove. As soon as we started to move, the music played while our bodies displayed through the dance. Then love picked us out for romance. I thought it was clear the plan was we should share the feeling just between ourselves. But when the music changed, the plan was rearranged. We went to dance with someone else. We started dancing and love put us into a groove. But now he's with somebody new. What does love want me to do? Love said, let the music play. He won't get away. Just keep the groove and then he'll come back to you again. Let the music play. He won't get away. This groove he can't ignore. He won't leave you anymore. He tried pretending a dance is just a dance, but I see he's dancing his way back to me. Guess he discovered we are truly lovers. Magic from the very start. 'Cause love just kept me grooving and he felt me moving even though we danced apart. So we started dancing and love put us into the groove. As soon as we started to move. As soon as we started to move. Love said, let the music play. He won't get away. Just keep the groove and then he'll come back to you again. Let the music play. He will get away. This groove he can't ignore.
Well, I do believe we've been tortured well enough. Happy 420 day, and good night.
So just chill till the next episode.